to talk all about Innotribe. It's in its 4th year here at Sibos. And Innotribe has really always been the incubation zone where we've got a lot of new ideas in technology and business trends meeting the financial services industry. And some of the topics that they're going to be discovering and debating across the rest of the week are things like big data, digital identity, the future of money, the evolution of the organization, and they're also going to be running their startup challenge again. So we'll hear all about that. Let me introduce you to some of our guests from the Innotribe stream. Costa Peric is the head of innovation here at Swift. Nice to see you again. Drummond Reed is going to be talking to us about the digital asset grid, and he is the co-founder and managing director of the Respect Network Corporation. Yobi Benjamin is next to him. He's also going to talk to us about the digital asset grid. And he's got the great title actually, Global Chief Technology Officer and Managing Director, City Transaction Services at the Institutional Clients Group. You don't get that out in like 2 minutes, do you? And then also with us, as always, is Martine the Vet. She is from Innotribe. So nice to have you all with us. Thanks so much for joining us. If I can start with you, Costa, first of all, let's talk about the Startup Challenge, because we had some great successes last year. Tell us about that.
All right, so we tried the first one last year in Toronto. It was a great success. And in fact, one of the winners there was subsequently acquired by MasterCard, so great success for that company. That was the winner of the Startup Challenge. Since then, we run regional events in New York, Singapore, and Belfast. And right here on Thursday, we will be in the grand finale, where we will elect the big winner, the year winner of the challenge.
And some of the people that you have as nominees at the moment, tell us about them.
Right, so we have, it's a very interesting mix, very exciting, because we cover lots of core technologies, authentication, digital identity type of thing. We also, like digital shadows is one example. Open Gamma is another example. Then we cover actually very much the core business of banks, like Pendo with their accounting system. And then we also cover some interesting angles. One very interesting startup is Play Moolah, which is actually about educating kids about finance.
Ah, okay.
So it's very interesting.
All right.
So well, it's a very interesting lineup.
We look forward to seeing who the winner is. Drummond, if I could come to you, you're going to, and Yobi, talking about the digital asset grid. First of all, what is that?
Digital Asset Grid is a research and development project that Innotribe has been working on for a new network for trusted global data sharing, person to person, person to business, business to business, all around the exchange of digital assets instead of money.
And what have been some of the key things that you found, and how is this project going to take form and go forward?
Well, what we're going to be showing in this session on Wednesday, it's a 90-minute session that from start to finish is going to paint a picture of what a world with the digital asset grid is going to look like. It's like going 10 years into the future, although some pieces we're going to show are actually much closer than that. And we're going to be showing 4 different applications that have been developed already in the prototype for the digital asset grid. We're going to be explaining the business case behind it that's been developed for the banks, and showing some very compelling short-term potential objectives that would suggest the path forward to build it.
Okay, Yobi, I think we'd get your view as a banker then, or working in a bank, because he says we're going to go 10 years into the future of banks and find out how things are going to be going. I think there are lots of people milling around this conference hall want to know exactly what 10 years in the banking industry is going to look like. Tell us how you got involved in this project and what you see in store for banks.
I've always been involved with Swift and its innovation agenda, 2 years now actually. Since I got into the banking industry, in fact. But one of the key observation really is banks right now facilitate the movement of money in a trusted way. We know where it comes from, we know where it goes to. The logical progression of that is banks having the ability to be the arbiter of important data. And being the arbiter of data using different technologies such as identity, trust, non-repudiation, we think that banks have a key role. In fact, I submit to you a preeminent role in doing this. Banks are, despite the banking industry's recent challenges, I mean, banking is rising like a phoenix again now. But
that's a quote for this. That is definitely a quote for this conference. The banking industry is rising like a phoenix again now. I can see that in Sibos issues tomorrow.
Well, you can see, we were almost at the ashes as an industry, and then we go up. And the problem is, with this rise, the ability to make money has been...
I'll grab that from you. You go ahead. Yeah.
The rise out of the the lost decade, what we might even think of the lost decade, has put a lot of compression on profits, a lot of compression on fees. Interest rates are compressed, so we have to be far more innovative in how else we're going to make money.
Okay, thanks very much. So that's a very interesting view on what's going on in the industry, and certainly what you guys are going to be addressing in Innotribe. I want to get to what are the activities at Innotribe. And Martine, it's always good to see you. Last year we had drums, we had a whole variety of interesting things. What do we have in store for the next few days?
Gavita, as usual, a vast array of topics, but we're really concentrating on the future this year. Future of data, future of money, future of organizations, the future of doing good, and we're very honored and privileged to have the presence of our Nobel Peace Prize, Mohamed Yunus, and founder of Grameen Bank. He will be with us on Thursday morning. For the first time as well, Costa mentioned the Startup Challenge. We're launching something new. We have partnered with an organization called Ashoka. They are a global organization for social entrepreneurs, and we're going to give visibility to 5 social innovation financial projects. So these people are going to come and pitch and are going to look for sponsoring and potentially partnership with some banks.
You definitely can't miss the space at Innotribe. I think we've got some footage of what Innotribe looks like. So is that it? Or there's a, there's a whole room under...
What you just saw is the RC container. It's our storage place, actually. And we're in a tent. It's very typhoon-proof, by the way, so don't worry. So we're in a tent. We've got all sorts of things hanging from the ceiling, as you can see. These are origamis.
These are your origami birds.
Absolutely. And of course, as usual, Innotribe will be all about interactivity and making people experience what we're talking about. So exercises, including sometimes physical exercises.
I hear there's a judo lady that's coming. Is the judo lady still coming?
The judo lady was this morning during the opening. For the moment, she's signing a judo belt for the first 100 people that made it to the tent.
Fantastic. Oh, I hope the judo lady doesn't come here, though. All right, well, thanks very much for joining us. All of you, best of luck with Innotribe and best of luck with the Startup Challenge as well. I know we're going to see each other later on in the week as well to talk about winners and things like that. So always nice to see you. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody.